Hello, in this video, I explain how to monitor the budget of several clients simultaneously. First, you need to set up, in this table, you need to add the different clients, each with their own ad account. And then we're going to add the meta spend metric, which is very simple. You add it from here, meta, spend, and that's it. Obviously, you can add any metric you want. And next, what we're going to do now is add several more columns. First, we're going to add one for the budget. Budget, meta, which is a number, a value that we enter manually, which is a currency. We create the field here afterwards. Obviously, you have to enter the budget, so the budget for the month, let's just make something up. 15,000, 12,000, 30,000. Etc., etc. You can edit this from here. Next, we're going to add a new field for example, the remaining balance, which represents exactly how much budget we have left in our account, the balance. So, right here, we will create a custom formula, and what we do in this step is take the total initial budget minus the actual amount that is being spent. And this is formatted as a standard currency value. Sorry, it's calculated in a currency. Alright, notice that here it already calculates the difference. You could also calculate the percentage of the budget spent using a formula, budget divided by expenditure. But what I find interesting is to project the budget based on the number of days that have passed in the month. So what I recommend here is if you come here and select, let's set the period to month, select the date field and choose period progress. What can I say? Include today or not, let's set it so we don't include it. And here you create this field. Here it shows you, today is July 24th, at the time I'm making this video. You see that 74% of the month has already passed. So what I would do is take the budget, multiply it by the portion of the month that has passed, and that's what I should have spent so far this month, and then I'll compare that to the actual spending. So now here, again, I add another formula where I name this one, adjusted budget, for this specific formula, and right here, we do the total budget multiplied by the specific period. And once again, please note that this is also a currency value for our records. And this is what I mentioned earlier. We're going to compare. See, you had a budget of 15,000. Well, you should have spent 11,129 by now. Now I'm going to hide this period column here, and I hide it. And now what I need to do is compare this with this. This is what will really tell us how we're doing. So here I would do percentage of budget. Formula, and here, if I take what the adjusted budget is, what should have been spent, divided by what you actually spent. And this, yes, is a percentage. Obviously, you can do this for Google, for LinkedIn, for TikTok, or with a formula. Add up the meta spend plus the Google spend plus the TikTok spend. And enter the total company budget and do the same for all sources together. Here we are doing it only for Meta. Next, what I recommend is that you use conditional formatting, where you come here and set it up, for example, like this. I have a lot of options, but I'll show you how it works from here, where you choose for which client for all, for the percentage of budget. And I say, for example, if it's, I don't know, above 1.29%, it means I'm about to go over or I already went over. So paint it red and I apply this, and you see here, I can already see then, and this is red. Of course, the date has to be within this month, right? Because you're looking at this month's spending.